Hello everyone and welcome back to the 39-part tutorial of how to model the island. Um, Last time, whenever we stretched this balcony roof, what I had is a problem where I had this extended area. I'm gonna move this out here from here, um, which was empty. So I had in mind like, well, what we do with this? Maybe we will extend this, or maybe we will just stick something which logically needed to be here. So I decided to create this simple, though a little bit more work to do on creating this air conditioner engine or compressor, or I don't know how to call this. So um, we're gonna go through the process of creating this. It's going to be a little bit annoying for the grill part because this is the same procedure almost as like with the carousel that we have, but it's a little bit more dense and we need to work very close, very focused on this. So I'm gonna bring this one back, and I'm showing you this because I already created the tutorial part, but I'm gonna redo this because there are some things that I want to change here or add, really, really much adding some things here because I just skipped a few things and I feel like they should be made properly. So I'm gonna create a new, I'm gonna start with a new scene, don't save this, and let's go and begin with this. We're gonna block out first the entire figure, which is the main box. So I'm gonna create a box like so, making it high enough. It's heavy one, and the purpose is to hide as much as we can from that wall there, and just put something that will be logically, fit to this area. So I'm gonna expand this just a little bit like so. I'm gonna right click, choose edge. Let's grab this edge, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. By the way, because this is a box, I'm almost certain that you can always tune the size of it, the scale of this, but you will need to do this properly. Anyway, I'm creating those extra edge loops in this center edge loops and then bevel each one of them just to create a frame on top of this box. So beveling it and using the scale tool to scale this. Gonna bevel this one as well. Double click on this one, shift double click on this one, scale it to the sides, just to have a frame that is, the purpose of it is to contain everything that will be inserted inside. I'm gonna do the same here, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, just for the center right now. I'm gonna do another center, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, and I'm gonna do another center here, press G, same thing, and now I'm gonna do one edge here, so press G here, press G here, press G here, and here we will create another one and another one, and here press G again, and here press G again. So I'm gonna take this one, shift double click on this one and scale them at the same time to about that. Okay, then I will grab this one and that one, double click on both of them and move them to about the center. So in some ways that you will have a nice cube here. Okay, try to match it to be a cube. Grab this one and that one and match these to have a secondary lower cube, like so. Then we're gonna double click on this one and shift double click on this one and move them, the center one and the side one, to about here, and maybe this one, the center one here, to about that. Now the reason for this is to have enough space for our our holes here. So now I'm gonna take Polygon Pipe. Let's move it here, and let's press F to focus on it. I'm gonna open the attribute editor and I'm gonna change some values here. So let's do here 150, or maybe 100, sorry, 0.100. Okay, change this to 8. Okay, and then we can right click, choose face. Let's grab all these faces from here and below except the ones at the top. Press delete, press F8 to bring it back to object mode, modify, center the pivot. Let's rotate this 90 degrees that way. Let's move this. I'm gonna turn on my wireframe unshaded because I need to see things. I'm gonna bring this here, hold down the V key and snap it there. See where exactly these center ones, this axe. From here I'm gonna change the scale to about the limits that I have, so that way you can also see exactly if these lines have been positioned correctly. So you can see this one is a little bit more closer, so we can choose to double click on it, and then we will find his brother, which is down here below, and when we will squeeze them down a little bit. Okay, making sure that this is you know, even. So with that you can see also the side ones. So from here it's very close, it's here, this is the distance, so we need to bring this one to the same distance. Oopsie. Like, let's say like so. Okay, I'm gonna create another edge loop to support this edge loop. So now I have a frame contained. I'm gonna add one more edge loop. Well, I don't want to do this that way. I'm gonna grab this edge with the selection tool, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, and I'm gonna do the same here, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, and I will move them at the same time. Again, I'm just trying to make everything even in sort of way. I can always come and take this half down part, delete it, and copy this top and move it beneath and simply patch these, but right now I'm okay with that, with this process. Sort of, no. I'm gonna take this, Control D, duplicate this, hold on the V key and move this one over here. So now I have these two set like that. Now I know this is very huge, so I'm gonna scale this down by really just take these top vertices and these top vertices and lower vertices and squeeze them, but this is not going well because, well, we're gonna do this different. I'm gonna take this edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, do the same here, and then I will right click, choose face. I'm gonna grab, click on this one, double click on this one, it will loop select it, click on this one, double click on this one, and simply delete them. I'm gonna grab this box, switch to move tool, and try and match it. Right now they are acting like the same unit, so this is okay. They are still like merged. They are not merged, but they are still one solid object. So I'm gonna grab the center vertices here, and I will simply merge them. Merge, merge, merge. Hello. Merge. Merge. Okay. I'm gonna bring this one to here. That more looks alike. This is how it should be. Alright. I'm gonna grab this face, grab this, that, everything that should be picked from the top. Okay? Don't miss nothing. Grab everything. At the same time, go and grab everything below. This, Don't do double clicks here, you will accidentally click and select the entire faces of this entire object. So pick them one by one. I'm gonna stretch this just a little bit, okay, not too much, just about so. Press F8, bring it back to object mode. I'm gonna grab this edge, control right click, edge ring, utilities through edge ring and split. I'm gonna double click on it. I'm gonna do the same here. Press G. This one is selected, so shift double click on this one. At the same time, bevel edge, and you will get these. Okay. So now I'm gonna grab this edge and this edge, and I will simply squeeze them a little bit. Here, just pay attention. We have one, it's a supporting edge, and one corner in between here, this supporting edge, and these we have this. So this is a little bit weird to explain. This is how I see things, and I can't really, well, I can only assume you understand. I'm gonna double click on this one, shift double click on this one. I'm gonna bring them to this about same scale as I did with these two. Okay, doesn't have to be accurate. If you do going on making things accurate, you know the procedure, just like we did here. Delete, half cut, and replace with a duplicate one. I'm gonna make here just one more supporting edge, this to contain this. I don't want this to be part of this, and I'm gonna do just one more edge here. Okay, you can create it by creating an edge loop with control right click. We've done with this. I'm gonna take the selection tool, press F8 to bring it back to object mode, right click, choose vertex. Let's grab this, shift right click, chamfer it, and then I will go with the process of cutting. So you're gonna click here once, shift point to this one, click, and then right click to make it permanent. Do the same here, right click, left click, shift, left click, right to close this, left click, shift, left click, right click to close this. When this is done, you can scale this just a little bit up and delete it. Okay, gonna do the same thing here. Shift right click, chamfer vertex, multi-cut tool, zoom in. By the way, learn to reset your multi-cut tool. You work with it a lot in this entire series, and every time you get into working with tool that you use more than once, it's always good to first reset this. Otherwise it will act different from what you used to. I'm gonna delete this face as well. Press F8, bring it back to object mode. Okay, let's grab the entire thing, stuff here. Add it, mesh, combine. I'm gonna do edit, delete by type history, get rid of the history. Mesh tools, mesh tools, target weld. I'm using vertices to target weld, so we're gonna start with this one and bring it to the outside one, which is this here. Okay, the one here. So it's connected this one here. Sometimes you don't need to click and leave it. You need to click, hold, drag, and point and release. Click. It's not clicking, so it's not good. I will click on the background. You see it's highlighted. Again, it's not clicking. I will try to change the angle of the camera and then do this. Okay, sometimes the angle of the camera will help you. Alright, so this is one done almost. Okay, nice. I'm gonna do the same here. This one over here, this one over here, this one over this one. and the last one here. So if I press 3 now, smooth preview this, press F8, of course, unselect anything, just select the background. You will see this is very nice looking box for this air conditioning. Next thing, at least for this part, well, I'm trying to do some things, but I want to do this later on, so I'm going to leave it right now as it is. I'm going to create a polygon pipe. It will appear in the center. Press F to focus on it. Something is totally wrong with Maya. Maya is lagging. I'm gonna switch here. I don't know, something is wrong. Something is just not. Hello. There is no poly bevel on this one, guys. Okay, something is going on in the background and just making Maya a little bit hard to work with. You see, it just doesn't appear unless I'm clicking. And I will need to click here and hope for the best. I'm gonna file save scene as. I'm gonna call it air because I already have air conditioner. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna close Maya, quit. I'm gonna relaunch Maya. Ooh, sorry guys, some things are weird. Open. Okay, so it's now working. Sometimes this is just the answer. What can I say? I'm gonna change the poly axis into 10, maybe? No, sorry guys, 21. Okay, 21. This is the number. We don't want to forget this. Okay, I'm gonna change the thickness here to, let's say, 0.300. Well, you know what? I don't want to change the thickness. I'm gonna leave it as it is. All I want to do is somewhat scale this to a scale that is reasonable to be in the center here, not to take too much from what I already have there, and just used as a fan for these holes there. So I'm gonna right click, choose edge, grab this edge, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, shift right click, bevel it, click on this one, shift double click on this one, switch to scale tool. Let's make the frame here. Let's create another edge ring, double click on this, shift right click, bevel edge, and here you go, we have this. Okay, now I'm gonna double click on them and make them a little bit like so, and then shift right click, bevel edge. I'm gonna grab this one and that one, scale them up a little bit, grab these two and scale them to about so. Let's say that way. So now that I know where I want those, I will bring those near. Okay, that way we can grab these two. Okay, it doesn't matter which two, we have 21 and it's set correctly, so we can grab these two, extrude them, move them over here. Okay, then we can right click, choose vertices. We can grab these two vertices, and this is really again, I'm going to call this up to you. I'm going to open those with the scale tool, move this one here. I'm going to right click, choose this edge, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. I'm going to grab this face here, extrude it to about so. You know what? We can do both of them. Why not? Let's not stick to the same design I did. That way, okay? Then we can right click, choose vertices. Let's grab these two guys. With the move tool, move them here. Grab this center one, move it like so. Let's create another edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Grab this one and that one with the scale tool, open them up. Let's grab these two guys, do something such as this, grab this one, do something such as this. If I'll press 3, I will have sort of a wing here. Okay, now the thing about this wing is that we need to choose one side that will be a little bit lower or upper. You know, this is how they work. So we can bring this down and settle with this. We can change to whatever we want. We don't need to stick to the same look, but just find the look that you prefer to use. When you think you've done with the wing and it looks fine for you, okay, you can also go and bring those maybe and rotate them a little bit instead of bringing this up. Okay, so something like that, I guess it's acceptable. Alright, I'm gonna leave it as it is, press F8, bring it back to object mode. I'm gonna right click, choose faces. I'm gonna grab these faces that belong to the wing, shift right click, duplicate them, press F8 3 times, and then if I will click Control and unselect this, I will remain only with this, switch to Move Tool. You will see that this area here and the Move Tool is centered to the center of the grid. So this is where the pivot here. Now you want to go here and start count like 5 times. So we have from this part of the wing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we want to grab these two and delete them. Okay, so you leave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these two, and delete them. You will have 5 here. Okay, this is why you needed 21. Now that I have this set, I can do Control D to duplicate this one, switch to rotation tool, hold down the J key and start and rotate this. Now you will see that it's not snapping to this, or maybe it is. Well, because I stopped there. Let's do it that way. Okay, it's good. So I can do Shift D and it will repeat the same. I'm gonna grab this entire thing, mash, combine. Okay, right click, choose vertices. You only need the connection vertices, so let's grab these. You know, I won't select everything, only those parts. Okay, basically only those here, but trying to make things a little bit more faster that way. Edit mesh, merge, press F8. Because these are stick to each other, this will connect. Okay, so you have this propeller head ready. You can double click on these faces, delete them. You can grab this edge down there, double click on it, edit mesh, fill hole, and then grab this edge here, double click on it, switch to scale tool, open it up, move it a little bit up, extrude it, switch to scale tool, close this that way, and I will start extruding it more and more now, and I'm making sure that I have on the fly all the necessary supporting edge loops. So here I created one by moving it down. I'm going to extrude it once more, switch to Move Tool, bring it down. So you see I created here this one as a support edge loop for this corner one. Later on I will add one more here near to it, and maybe here another one. So I created this one, this also will be a supporting edge, and now I'm creating another extrusion, switch to Move Tool, and this is the corner one now. Now I'm going to extrude it once more, and I'm switching to Scale Tool, and this will be extra edge loop, supporting edge loop on for that corner one that we just created, and this is on the same surface now. So I'm extruding on the same surface, switch to Scale Tool, extruding for another extra edge loop which will be supporting one, extruding once again, switch to scale tool. This will be a corner one. So let's zoom in and I will show you exactly that. Supporting edge here, not the one that in red, but this one here. Okay, then the corner one, this is the right now is selected, and then this one is supporting that one, and this one supporting this corner one, the brown one here. Okay, so now I need to lift it up, I think. I'm not sure which stage I am. No, I need to extrude once again to create the corner one for this. So extruded, switch to scale tool, and now I have the corner one. Okay, this is the corner one, but I don't want to scale it. I want to move it just a little bit up to create another supporting edge. So now it's starting to go raise up, extruding once more, and move it here. I'm gonna cone this one like so, extruding it, switch to scale tool, do something such as this, extrude it, switch to move tool, do something such as this, extrude it once again, switch to scale tool, and moving it that way. Okay, now I can go and do fill hole, and I will add few extra edge loops here. Let's first take this one, poke this, right click, choose vertices, click on the background, and then grab this middle vertices, shift right click, chamfer it, press F8, shift right click, and let's insert some edge loops. One here to support this corner one, and one from here to support the same corner one. This corner, we need one from here, and one from here. One from here, and one from here. And because we already created all the necessary edge loops there on the fly, we just need one here, one here, one here, one there, and I'm gonna add one here to maintain this area. Right click, choose face. Let's grab this face, poke it. Let's grab this face and press G to poke it as well. If I press 3, this is what we will get. Okay, so this will be our vent, and we're gonna stick it later on there. So I'm gonna wrap this part. I'm gonna save this as file save scene as air. Yeah, save air. Save as air. Whatever. I'm gonna save it as air. Yes, I want to replace this. Thank you. I'm gonna see you at the next part, guys. Bye.